guys, it's Colin McDonald here, your style host, and you're watching another episode. And my co-host tonight, Keleigh Nealon, and she is actually she's a host for the iPad's #1 app, The Daily. And
Go Daily!
Go Daily, exactly. So guys,
the daily briefing, yeah.
Definitely check that out if you're an iPad user, which I'm sure a lot of you are. I am. So I'll definitely be checking out that show. I just watched the red carpet for the Emmys, and so did Keleigh. And what did you think, Keleigh?
Like I told you before, I wasn't crazy about it.
I actually loved it. I thought it was refreshing. I thought there was a lot of great looks. There was a lot of more. I thought there was more hits than more misses. What do you think?
I don't know. I think there were a lot more hits, but I like the misses. I like when I get to go, oh, God, no. And there was nothing here. Like, there were no risks. I didn't see anybody, like, really stretching. And it was like everybody stayed in their comfort zone, that's not what the Emmys is about. It's about, being elegant and fun. And, like, I just didn't see it.
I completely agree with you. I think a lot of actresses definitely played it safe on the red carpet tonight.
Yes.
And especially with the Emmys being that first, big award show to the season, run of season.
Yeah.
There could have definitely obviously been more risk.
Yeah.
100% agree with you.
I think playing it safe would be the caption for this. That's exactly what it was.
And the Emmys really set trends to the Oscars and the shows that are coming up.
But we did see a lot of trends. Do we want to hit that now?
Yes, let's hit trends. What trends did you see on the red carpet?
You know what? The one trend I really didn't like, especially, was the potato sack dress.
That's not on my list.
I have it on my list. I like when the woman's body is shown off. It's sexy. This is an elegant night. And I just didn't see it. You look at, I'm going to talk about Amanda Peet. She looks like she was wearing a potato sack. Yes. Like, it's not sexy. Show off your waist. Show off your hips. Like, it just wasn't there. And I saw that a little bit, not even a little, a lot tonight, which I really did not like. Another thing that I saw was, obviously, I thought that the train of the dresses was a little bit longer than usual. Did you notice that at all?
Yes, a lot of trains and a lot of slits. Angelina Jolie started that leg. Every girl was out on the red carpet showing off her leg and doing the Angelina pose. I loved it.
Everybody had it. But you know what? Some of them, I wanted to see more of the leg. Like, you know what? Let a little breeze in there. Let's happen.
Show it off.
Yes. One person, Heidi Klum, she had that slip. What did you think about her?
I loved Heidi Klum. The dress looked amazing.
Yes.
When she was talking to Ryan Seacrest, she said the one thing that attracted her to the dress was the long slit.
Yes.
The one thing I will, kind of bring
I hope you're going where I'm going to go with this.
Yeah, with the whole look is it was too much of the color.
Yes. Too matchy.
Going back to trends, that light blue, soft baby blue color, that's going to be definitely color we're going to see more and more as the shows go on.
Absolutely. And I thought it was kind of weird because it was so matchy, but fashion, we'll say within the past 5 years, we're away from the matching belts and the matching shoes and the matching handbags, and it just doesn't need to match. Like, have fun. Right. And when you're Heidi Klum, when you have that many designers wanting you, use them.
Exactly. She has literally access to every single designer in the world. And again, like I said, she did pick an amazing dress. However, she definitely did too much color on color. Yeah. I would have loved to see a mix up of some maybe texture in the look.
Even maybe a simple earring, simple diamonds, but the big, teal, it's just too much.
And I think, she could have even opted for more of a metallic shoe instead of that, same color as her dress.
Absolutely. I totally agree. The other thing that I loved is, maybe it's just because it's fall, but the really deep colors that we've got.
Ox blood, huge on the red carpet, yes.
Perfect. There was that. There was the really deep orange that I loved.
Yes.
Obviously, purple's really in right now. The dark, violet, almost navy looking. Everybody had navy on too. I love those dark colors. Keep them coming. They were great.
Speaking of orange, can we please talk about Leslie Mann?
Yes, let's talk.
Amazing, and one of my favorite designers, Naeem Khan. I've been to a studio here in New York. And let me tell you, his studio is as gorgeous as the dress she was wearing tonight.
Oh, gosh.
I absolutely loved, it was just the embroidered top, and then boom, you had the orange. It was completely working with her tonight.
And orange is looking good on everybody.
Yes. And you know what? Orange is definitely color. It's very hard to work. And I'm telling you, not all actresses can definitely pull it off on the red carpet.
No. Tonight, and you know what? I went to Syracuse. I'm used to orange. I love orange. So I'm...
Go Syracuse. Shout out to Syracuse. But Leslie definitely worked on the red carpet tonight, and I was definitely proud to see her on NineCon. So.
Yeah. Well, you're a little biased, too.
I do have my favorite designers. Speaking of favorite designers, on the red carpet, we definitely saw some favorites tonight. Let's talk about Jay Mandel. Jay Mandel was definitely on a lot of the actresses tonight.
Let me get my best.
Dennings, I believe. She was in Jay Mandel.
Oh, my gosh.
She's from the Broke Girls, and the new show, The Broke Girls.
Yes.
However, she wasn't Jay Mandel. I love the dress, but unfortunately, it was a miss for me. It wasn't working.
Wait, Kat is a miss for you?
Yes, Kat. I did not
totally
like
disagree.
It.
Totally.
Was it hit or miss for you?
Text wrote down, nailed it in all caps. I thought she looked stunning. I thought maybe she could have a little more support, but you know what?
Honey, her boobs are popping out. It was
whatever. Let them pop out. It's fun. Emmys need a little bit of surprise sometimes. Like, come on.
Right.
I thought the color was great for her. I thought she looked great. Usually, she kind of brought that like hippie-ish vibe, but it was all in the right package with her. I thought she looked stunning. Really stunning.
I love the dress. However, I'm gonna disagree and say, I hated it on her. She looked pregnant, for goodness sakes.
Oh, no!
I mean, she looked 10 pounds bigger. And as it is, you want to make your waist look smaller, not bigger, because obviously the camera adds 10 pounds.
I thought she was looking great.
I hated it. A total miss for me.
I loved it. Another one, you and I talked about a second ago, Edie Falco.
Edie. She was amazing.
My God, she looks better every year, number one. Number two, she was in Stella McCartney. That's another trend that, with the white on the side and the black down the middle or the navy. I think she had navy on. I loved her. Yeah. Everything about her was fantastic.
And I love the hair, very chic.
Oh my God, I think I'm going to go get my hair like that in a minute.
There was a little bit of mod. I felt like there was a little bit of mod mix.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was so elegant and pretty, but still really fun.
Exactly.
Which nobody had that. Another one that I loved, and you might disagree with this, Kelly Osbourne.
I love Kelly. Listen, I love Kelly. Kelly has, come a long way since her days from the reality hit show on MTV. But, unfortunately, Kelly, she just, I love the dress, but with the hair.
What don't you like about it?
I don't know. I just felt like Kelly, she's on the fashion police. I just felt like she could have way too safe. She could have did a little more risk. And especially with the hair, it was too much with the hair. We got it.
You think? Oh my God, I loved it. I was thinking if anybody could pull it off, it was her. I loved the hair, how it matched with the dress, but not too much. Like there was different stuff in it. Her makeup was styled fabulously.
She's been playing that damn colored hair for too long. It's like
I'm loving it though.
Move it. Like it's been done. Katy Perry did it.
But Katy Perry looks like a popsicle. Come on. I love her. But you know what, Kelly Osbourne? I was just looking at Kathy Griffin. She's another one. Maybe we're so used to them being hot messes that when they actually are put together, it's like, oh my gosh. Right. Who knows? I thought Kelly looked fabulous, though. Maybe just for her, but I thought she looked really great, and I had her at my best.
Okay, so another favorite of mine, Sofia Vergara, huge heavyweight. Everyone was anticipating her arrival.
Oh, no.
What did you think?
I was another one. I was waiting for her to come out. She's always hot. She's always looking good. She's sexy. She can put anything on her.
Sexy goddess mermaid tonight in the red carpet.
She's a mermaid, but you know what? Let's put her back to Atlantic City, or let's put her in Vegas. Not loving it. I wasn't loving it. I like the color. I like this. I like the shape of it. Yeah, but something about it said cheap.
Really?
And she has to be careful because she's so sexy that if she puts something on like that,
I will agree. It can look too cheap.
Yeah, she's gonna look like a showgirl. I'm sorry, I love her. She's great, but not tonight.
Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about who's on my list here. Jennifer Goodwin.
Okay, what list did you have her on? Because I've got her on one too.
And Monique Lillier. I liked her. I think she was, okay, just to refresh my memory, because I've had looked at so many looks tonight. She was the one with the red and white. Am I correct or am I wrong?
Yeah, she had the...
she had the Christian Louboutin shoes on, right?
They were kind of like an orangish... okay, you know what some people might say? Immediately looking at her, I think, oh, Grandma Furniture. Great, awesome.
But I think she's a knockout.
But she's a little bit off always, so I like that she brought that. Right. She took a risk, and I thought she did a nice job.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, you know, Jennifer Goodwin, she looked amazing. The short hair, I mean, even just, it played off beautifully.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I love the dress. You could see her coming from miles away. I know
yes.
Ryan Seacrest mentioned he saw her a mile away and absolutely loved the dress. So
and yes, he loved her. But you know what? She was bringing another one of those trends. The short in the front and the long in the back.
It's a big for fall. It's a big trend.
Yes, and you know what? We saw it a little bit in the spring. We saw it a little bit in the summer, but we really saw it a lot tonight. And I thought that the ladies pulled that look off great, you know, and they showed off the shoes when they needed to. I liked that. I really liked that trend on the carpet.
Speaking of prints, and should I say grandma prints? No.
Oh God, who are we going to?
No, I actually liked it.
Okay.
I really loved, speaking of prints, I loved, what's her name? Look at my list. I can't remember my handwriting. Julianne Margulies.
You talk about her. Let me look her up because I think I may have missed her.
She looked amazing in Jean-Baptiste Vallier, strapless Jean-Baptiste Vallier. It wasn't too much. It was very elegantly. It was a very elegant print, dated to 1950s. That's the look she was going for, she said in an interview for tonight. And I think she did a really good job pulling it off. Well,
you know, if anybody's going to pull that look off, that's her.
Exactly.
She's got that old kind of Hollywood sexy, but not overbearing.
Exactly.
But you're right. If someone's going to pull that off, it's her.
And she does a really good job at the red carpet. I forget which award show last season.
I
think she was in Naeem Khan, a white, gorgeous, to the floor Naeem Khan gown, and she pulled it off beautifully. So
she did.
Kudos to you, Julianne. I'm very happy to see you in that Jean-Baptiste Vallier.
Now, let me ask you this one. What about Elizabeth Moss? Did you look at her?
I didn't look at her. No.
She was wearing Dolce & Gabbana.
Okay.
Custom made for her.
Okay.
And it was big patterns. You know, we've got the floral patterns that are coming in this season, especially with like the long maxi dresses.
Yep.
And she had, it was kind of cut in different areas, and it was all in the right spots. And my favorite part, now I might be biased, but she's a bleach blonde now. I love it. I love the look, the bleach blonde hair. Her makeup was so nice and natural, and I loved it. And with the colors of the dress, they were dark, like a dark forest hunter green. Loved it. I thought she was a smash. Loved it.
Speaking of hair color change, did you love January Jones's? I don't know if it's a new color.
I missed her too.
She was in a gorgeous, and she definitely takes risks. Now remember, she was in that gorgeous blue gown last season. She got a lot of press from that. And for the Emmy, she was in a gorgeous black gown by Zach Posen, which I definitely enjoyed. I didn't see too much on the black. I didn't see too much black on the red carpet, but again, she pulled it off beautifully, I thought.
I am loving this dress. I'm looking at it for the first time right now. I kind of love it. I'm not crazy about the hair, but I think the dress, she pulled it off.
Right. And I completely agree with it. I did like the hair. I like her more as a blonde.
Definitely.
I think, excuse me. I think the dark hair with the black dress, it just did not match well.
But you know what? I don't know if it would have looked good with the bleach blonde. And I'm so used to seeing her so prim and proper in Mad Men, and this is a stretch for her, and she's smiling.
Yeah.
But I love the dress on her. But I think the dress is fantastic. Absolutely.
Now you mentioned Mad Men. Let's move on to Christina Hendricks. Huge miss. Huge miss.
Huge. I mean, maybe she's so excited about the contracting going on in her house. I have no idea, but I mean, it looked like she kind of just said bye to the contractor, walked out the door, everything's covered, and she looks like a hot mess. I didn't like it.
I was like, where are you, Christina? I can't find you in that dress. Her skin tone, the color of the dress. I remember
it was too close. I wanted some Joan. Give me some sex. Give me some.
Right? You're January. I mean, you're Christina Hendricks. Give me some sex. And like, again, another one with the boobs. It was too much.
Oh my God.
Her face. It looked like the boobs are gonna fall out into the red carpet. It was like, come on.
Now's the you're at the Emmys.
Thank you.
Cover up a little bit. Like, take a risk, but you know, you've got everyone from Glenn Close to you know, everybody's there. Like, come on, cover up a little. Speaking of Glenn Close, did you get at her?
I got a quick glimpse of her. I didn't get to see her up close. What did you think?
2 words: hot mess.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, no. Now it's my memory's coming back to me. Who was she wearing? Was she wearing Bebo? Who was she wearing?
I don't know who she was wearing, but all I know is it was screaming out to me. Middle school pictures, the lasers going on in the background. It looked like somebody.
Is that like, yes.
It looked like somebody took that print and put it all over her body. Now, Glenn Close, she's an amazing actress, but she didn't pull off any acting phenomenal skills going on in this dress. I thought it was horrible. I did not like it, and all I could see was lasers.
And listen, I mean, I completely understand. She was looking to obviously go for age appropriate, but she was way too covered up in that dress.
Way too covered up.
It just didn't fit her or suit her at all.
Yeah.
Again, I completely agree. Huge mess.
The prints, you know, we're getting a little nuts with those all over the place. This was just too much, not in the right spots, and I wish she had chosen something a little more elegant.
Yes.
You know what? We could have put her in the outfit that Blossom was wearing.
Yes.
Did you get a look at that?
Good
I thought
choice.
Too old for her.
Yes.
Give that to Glenn Close. You know what?
Exactly.
Glenn, give your dress to Blossom. Blossom, rip the sleeves off and rip the bottom off, and we're good to go.
That's what we're doing. Our next show, we're going to be on the red carpet, and if we don't like dresses, we're just going to switch them out. Here, you wear this dress, you wear that dress. We'll just swap.
Perfect. I think that would have been ideal.
Perfect.
But
I'm going to pitch it to the TV networks tomorrow. Perfect.
Little too late. Another one that I didn't like, and I'm going to pronounce her last name wrong, Archie Panjabi from The Good Wife. She had on like a teal, kind of like a blue, it looked like a prom dress. And not a prom dress from today that the 13-year-olds are wearing that they look like, you know, something out there. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was absolutely horrible. Her makeup was flawless. I liked her hair. Just, you know, give us a different dress. It wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. Speaking, there was a pregnant woman on the red carpet, Miss Claire Danes.
I didn't see her.
And she absolutely picked the amazing choice of picking Lanvin. Perfect.
Always a great choice. Always.
Yeah. And it was a great choice because obviously she's pregnant. She's obviously trying to hide any mishaps or any weight gains that she's gaining during her pregnancy. And Lanvin does that beautifully with their obviously simple silhouettes. So I think a really, really great choice by Claire Danes. And again, huge, and she was wearing it in a canary yellow, which is a huge trend. I saw a couple of leading ladies were on the red carpet wearing that color. So I think we'll definitely see that color again for the Oscars and any upcoming show. Another big miss of mine was definitely, let's talk about Amy Poehler. She was wearing Stella McCartney. I'm sorry, Amy, but your hair looked like you just got out of bed, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, your boobs were sagging. It's called, there's pasties that you can get. I can definitely email you. Tell your stylist or your publicist to email me, and definitely we'll get you in the right bra next time you wear
all the modern amenities that we have. She's got the saggy
Yes.
And she's flaunting around a $2 toy that she got from her child's playpen.
But that was a big trend though on the red carpet. A lot of leading ladies were actually wearing rings from their children's chest or the bubble gum. And I actually thought that was kind of cute.
I disagree.
You disagree? I kind of thought that was kind of cute. You know, something different to kind of talk about when you're in the interviews and things like that.
No, we are not there to talk about your children. We're there to talk about your clothes and what we're there for, winning awards. I don't want to see little kid jewelry. If you want to bring a little kid, put him in some Versace, put him in some Dolce & Gabbana, and get him on the red carpet.
I don't want to see that.
A miss that I had, and I love her. I think she's great. I think she's beautiful. Maria Menounos.
I miss all these people. I was watching E, so I was watching my friends.
She had on, now she's stunning. She's beautiful, but the dress she had on was a little too denim looking. I didn't think it hit her in the right spots. It just wasn't done up enough for me. And she's so beautiful that this dress was just not for her. I didn't like it. Going
back to Versace, what did you think of Lucy Liu in Versace?
I'm going to have to look her up, but let me hear what you thought.
She was definitely, she was out for war, it looked like. She was all armored up in this gorgeous strapless Versace metal gown. She said it's actually very comfortable on, and it's not uncomfortable to wear. And I think she looked great. I mean, I didn't love it, but I mean, there are definitely better Versace gowns out there that I've seen on the red carpet, but she definitely, she looked good in Versace.
Well, she's always going to look good, but these people should be looking great.
I agree. It is the Emmys. I agree.
It's the Emmys. Another one, Kristen Wiig. Did you get a look at her? She, recently left Saturday Night Live, and she's hilarious. She's so funny, but I thought that this was a night that she could have done a little bit more. She could have, dressed it up. And the dress that she was wearing Balenciaga. Yeah. I loved the dress.
Yeah.
That was more of a dress that you're going to wear in the springtime. You're going to go shopping some boutiques.
It was, yes.
To the Emmys. Come on, everybody. Get some nice jewelry. Do your hair. Her hair was a hot mess. And this was her night to really prove and say, I am a lady. And it just didn't happen.
Also, too, I'm a night, I'm away from SNL. I've parted ways from SNL. I'm here. I'm ready to take on Hollywood and make a name for myself and not just SNL. So, I mean,
and we've seen her. We know she's funny. We know she's beautiful. Yes. But prove it to us. And this was her night to prove it, and she didn't do it. So maybe it's just not a priority to her. But I really, really would have liked to see her maybe with her hair pulled back.
Yeah.
She could wear the dress, but maybe get some nice jewelry. But it was a fail for me. I like the dress, but the look overall, not so good.
Completely agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Let's move on to, let's see my list. Anybody you want to talk about?
You know who I loved that I didn't love the look? This was another miss for me. Connie Britton.
I missed her. Gosh.
I love her. American Horror Story. She is hot. She's not 25 years old, but she is hotter than a lot of the 25-year-olds out there. Right. She had the dress she had on. I love the dress. I love her together. It just wasn't working out. She could have. She had her hair pulled back, and her hair is one of her greatest assets. Working. Let me see it blowing in the wind, and that just wasn't working for me. And she was really my last miss of the day.
Yeah. Another huge trend we saw was lace. Obviously, it's a big trend this fall.
Yep.
We saw Anna. I might pronounce her name wrong. Anna Klumsky. She's from Veep, I guess. The show Veep. I never even seen.
What did you think of her?
I liked it. I thought it was very elegant. The lace was done very elegantly, and I think it was a good choice for her tonight. Yeah.
No, do you know who made that dress?
You know what? I don't, and I didn't catch that. Maybe we can pull it out.
I did see her. I liked the dress.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just not a fan of her. I don't know, but something about the two just wasn't going together. Maybe if you put the dress on someone else, I would have loved it, to die for, but I just wasn't really loving that look.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is lace is very hard to do on the red carpet, especially, sometimes it can look too, provocative. Sometimes it can look too Victorian. So you really kind of have to make sure you're picking the right dress, picking the right shape that's going to go perfect for your body.
And I liked the cut of the dress. Something about it just didn't wow me. The look didn't say Emmys.
Exactly.
So that was a little upsetting again. I think my theme of the night was upsetting.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me, who was your favorite best dressed woman on the red carpet?
You might kind of laugh at me.
Okay.
But my favorite was Phoebe Prince.
Really?
I loved her dress.
Wow, interesting.
I loved it. I'm sure some people hated it. I thought it was fun. It was daring. It was it was sexy, but it was still elegant, which you can't always put those together. But my factor was it was fun. Right. She had her hair working. She had this beautiful dress. I mean, you know what? Maybe I like the ruffles, maybe I like the flowers, but I thought that the color mixed with her skin tone and her hair, I thought she was phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, my favorite, I'm going to have to say, is hands down, I still can't get over it, is I think Leslie Mann. Definitely, she nailed it with Naeem Khan. I absolutely loved her in that gown. For me, she completely stood out from the rest, especially with that color orange. And she nailed it tonight. So
I mean, you know what? She is so cute. She's beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen her and said,
yeah,
I don't think you look good. Like, she is always fantastic. I don't think they highlight her enough. I don't think she, is doing enough red carpets, but she's always doing great. She always looks beautiful, always so put together, and she's just adorable. And, her personality is great, too. So, again, she had the teal on, the light blue coming out. So, Heidi Klum and her, I guess, I don't know, maybe they went shopping together. I love the color. I love it. I think it's great. But I'm a little surprised that it's going to be coming in for fall. What about you? Color?
I love it. I think it's more of a spring color.
Yeah.
I love more of the darker colors, like the oxblood, the hunter green.
Love.
I think those are the tones that I definitely embrace in the fall, and a lot of people do.
I think you get excited for those. You can't, fall, you think of lighting, you think of jackets and all this fun stuff. So, but I don't know, I'm excited. I certainly am super psyched about the really dark colors and that, like you said, the oxblood and the dark orange and I'm super psyched. Can't wait.
Any other big trends you want to shout out that you saw on the red carpet?
I don't think so. You know what? Our trend I wish I saw was a little more fun and a little more elegance. Yeah. But, aside from that, I thought the ladies really looked nice. I don't know. Maybe I'll try out the short in the front, long in the back, but I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that.
It's a good way for the shorter girls to really kind of give the illusion of a much longer leg. So
yeah, and I'm 5'10", so I don't know if I'm going to need any of that.
You are beautiful, blonde and beautiful. You're the triple threat. So.
Oh yeah.
But definitely, we saw, some other trends I can definitely talk about. We definitely saw metallics, because obviously it's a huge trend this fall. Again, going back to the oxblood, that was a big trend we saw, guys, on the red carpet. Strapless dresses were big. I'm not really a big beauty person, but I definitely thank you, E, for your, I don't know what to call it, your mani-cam that you did tonight. A lot of dark manicures, dark midnight blue, midnight black.
You know what else they had? Speaking of beauty, and they had their faces were so fresh.
Yes, fresh.
They were really nice.
Smoky eye was on the red carpet.
Yep. In the hair, a lot of pulled back hair. I liked that kind of.
Because it shows up the face, I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
It was pretty successful.
Yeah, definitely. Again, like I said, a really, really great red carpet. I thought my co-host Keleigh thinks differently, but we agreed.
It was safe. It was safe.
That's what the show is all about. So.
No, it was safe. Who knows? I would have liked a little bit more, but it is the Emmy, so we've got to stay in some sort of a box. Yeah. So whatever.
Quickly, we're gonna move on to the men.
I had no men on my list.
What'd you say?
I had no men on my list. They all looked the same.
We saw a lot of bow ties on the men, obviously, with their tuxedos. And I will mention, quickly going back to trends, I saw a huge trend. Actresses and actors, they're now designing, they're co-designing they're hooking up with designers, and they're helping design their dresses, I forget what's the actor from the Modern Family. He is partnering, and he's helping design a bow tie line that he wore, bow tie tonight that he mentioned. Yeah. And I think that's pretty cool, and then there's a lot of self-promotion with that, obviously, on the red carpet.
Yeah. So. Which, it's sometimes when you get to that, are they really into fashion? Or is it just,
it's hard. It's like nowadays, I just read an article, really, like, for me, it's like, all I do is clothing. I don't really go into beauty. I'm not a beauty expert. I never was a beauty expert. I'm a style expert. I'll be a style expert to the day I die until they put me 7 feet in the ground. So, But I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think sometimes it loses the authenticity of the person.
A little,
yeah.
yeah.
A little bit. So
it's like when I find out that, I like a look and then I find out there's a celebrity behind it. That makes me go, oh, wow, you've got some talent. That's really great.
Exactly.
I'd rather see it that way than go, oh, this is so-and-so,
Yeah. But unfortunately, it's not really the actor, the actress that's really kind of just the name that's being used. Thank you so much, Keleigh, for coming on this Talking Style here on Skyping Style. Definitely let people know where can they find you, anything you want to talk about that's coming up. The floor is yours.
Oh God, lots of stuff coming up. I'm a new host on the Daily Briefing, which is the #1 news app on the iPad. You can get it on your Kindle, you can get it on your phone, so make sure you download that. You can follow me on Twitter, so it's going to be my first last name, and I'm going to spell it out. I don't know if you're going to throw a lower third up. It's at KELEALON. I usually, tweet from wherever I am on the red carpet, and I also do some Style MTV stuff, which is Style Music Television, not MTV. It really tons of stuff, so check it out.
Yay! Thank you so much, guys, for definitely coming on tonight, listening to us. And me and Keleigh just wanted to give you some quick commentary on what we thought on the red carpet here at Skyping Style, our second episode. And we definitely want to hear your comments, your thoughts. What did you think on the red carpet? Who were your hit misses? Who were your favorites? And definitely, what trends did you see that we missed here on Skyping Style?